I'm Miss Christie here at the Cromwell Belden Public Library, and we're here with another episode of Life Skills. Last time we talked about how to set the table, and today we are talking about how to sew on a button.
So let's assemble our materials we need to sew on a button. We need whatever fabric or piece of clothing that we're going to sew the button onto. I have a nice bright pink piece of felt. I've got my thread, we have needles, and we have buttons. So I have gone ahead and taken a piece of thread and threaded it into that little hole, the eye of the needle. And then I've taken the thread and I have pulled it through until the two ends are roughly the same length. Then we're going to go close to the ends there and we're going to make a circle. So I've made my circle, and then I'm going to take those ends around the back and put them into the loop until they look like that. And then I'm going to gently pull it tight so we have a knot. That keeps the thread from pulling all the way through the fabric. Now I'm going to choose my button. I want this one. It has two holes. So I am going to place the button. I'm going to hold it in place on top of the fabric. And then I'm going to take the needle underneath, and this is just going to take some poking and a little bit of guessing. And I'm going to be careful not to poke my own fingers because that would hurt. So I'm going to poke, see, I'm poking underneath, trying to figure out where that hole is for the button. Oh, where are you? There it is. Do you see my needle? I finally made it through. I'm learning a lesson in patience, and then I'm pulling the thread. I'm not going to pull too hard, but I'm just going to pull it taut there. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go down into the other hole until the needle comes through on the other side. And then I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to watch my thread come down. There we go. We've done our first one, and we're just going to keep doing that over and over several times. We'll pull the needle up through one hole, we'll poke it down through the other hole, and I'll pull it out the back side. Do that a few more times. Up one hole, down the other. Button is becoming more and more secure on our fabric here. I think I'll do it one more time because as I'm feeling it, it's feeling pretty secure, like it's not going to go rolling away. It's coming up one and then back down the other. Okay, now here I'm going to tip my button up a bit, and I'm going to take my needle onto the back of the fabric, and I'm going to come up underneath where you can't really see, and I'm going to bring it up here, and now I'm going to start to wind my thread around here at the base of the button, and I will tell you why in just a minute. So I'm going to wind and wind and wind. Once I've done that several times, I'm going to go again back underneath where no one can really see, and I'm going to push my needle back through to the back side. And then I'm going to set my needle free by clipping the fabric. I'll take those two pieces of thread and I'm going to tie a simple knot. If I can get all my threads organized here, just by crossing them, taking one piece of thread and looping it in. You can do whatever kind of knot you want. This is just the kind I like. And then I'll do that one more time to keep it in place. And the reason I did that is if you are using this on a jacket or a shirt, here's one that I sewed. This button needs to go up through a buttonhole like this. And in order to help that fabric sit flush underneath the button and the other fabric, it helps to have winded that thread underneath so that it sits up just above the fabric. Let's do another one, this one with 4 holes.